What's good, brethren? Yeah, man. Recently, I watched that movie. Rewatched it, called Red Dawn. Red Dawn. And I think it was one that came out in the 90s. But this one I'm talking about in 2011. And it was a movie about America being invaded by foreign powers. And it was a pretty dope movie, though. It reminded me of that video game I used to play. It's super old school. You can download the free version. I mentioned this before. What's it called? Freedom Fighters. Where New York was invaded by Russia physically. And he had this group of, dang, it's cold out here. He had this group of rebels and stuff, American rebels, fighting against the Russians. It's more chilly out here than I thought it was, man. Whew. But anyways, that's kind of how this movie was. Like, I think Russia had took over, like, the eastern America, New York or whatever. That was kind of like the video game. I think they did come out with a video game called Red Dawn too, as I recall. But I think I did play that. Yeah, it was like the North Korea had took over the United States in that movie, in that video game. But in this movie, you had North Korea taking over, like, Seattle area, Northwest Pacific America. So I think it was a pretty cool movie. I liked it because I think that the idea, I think it's interesting because how it happened, it was like they just woke up one day and then all of a sudden troops is parachuting and stuff. What I didn't like is they had this lizard-looking, tranny-looking dude. And it's going to be a spoiler, but the dude who played Thor, he was like the leader. And his little brother was some lizard, tranny-looking dude. Weird-looking dude. It's like, who casted these people? You cast the most degenerate-looking weirdo, man. Like Michael Jackson-looking, weirdo, freak-looking dude. He make Mike Jackson look regular. But, yeah, it was a weird, troll-looking dude. But, nevertheless, he went out there and risked the whole team, risked everybody, because he was simping on his female. You know what I mean? So, he went out there and had to rescue his girlfriend. She's gone. Where is she? She's gone. This nigga, I mean, yes, it's a good movie, man. It's good on multiple fronts. Especially on the sympatry, man. You see this dude, they got a team of rebels, and this nigga gonna sit out here and simp for a female and run after her, jeopardize the whole mission. Dude, one of his team members get killed, all because he wanted to, I gotta keep your head on a swivel out here. All because he wanted to simp on this female. So he went and saved this broad. So Captain Saberho, man, he shot up the whole bus, went and got his female. The whole mission was jeopardized, man, because it's one dude's lust and sympatry. One of his dudes got slaughtered on his team. It was like a completely unnecessary jeopardizing situation. Completely unnecessary. But because of that simping, man, he was like, oh, there she is. This guy's like the cause. This guy's like, I don't know, bro. That got me to think about some things. When I watch these movies, yeah, excuse me, going up a hill real quick. I watch to see what could take place in a SHTF, end of the world kind of situation. I was like, man, this dude's stupid. Then they killed off Thor, and then made this dude the leader. I'm like, dang, this some bull, bro. I just saw this dude sound stupid. He looks stupid and he sounds stupid. It was like Revenge of the Nerds or something, man. It was like they was forcing this dude upon us. It was difficult to look at this dude, man. You know, Hollywood do certain things on purpose like that. You know. Because it ain't no accident that they casted certain people. You got the certain look. Or you got the certain height. You know. And they casted this weird old freakazoid Michael Jackson looking dude. Like, why you cast this dude? I don't know, man. But anyways, what was I saying? But yeah, man, overall, I'm watching the behavior. It got me thinking, all right, during that kind of situation, he had this other dude who was a traitor. It show you the group dynamics during like a collapse kind of situation. How you really can't even trust nobody. You know what I mean? Because you got these different dynamics. Who told you the leader? Why should I follow you? You know what I mean? It was a good movie though, man. It was a real good movie. But it got me thinking about, more specifically, the dynamic of being invaded by foreign powers and stuff. And all these parachuting troops. And I got to think about it, and it was like, where's the U.S. military at? And I thought about it, I said, the U.S. military is busy killing people overseas and invading countries and bombing people. So your military, U.S. military is not really, I mean, you got a whole bunch of reservists and a whole bunch of ex-military. That's why I don't think this movie, I guess this is a movie review. Because as I look at it, I can't see like just an outright invasion, how they promoted it, could work in America because you got so many armed dudes. America's the biggest standing military of armed citizens is what I'm saying. So just people parachuting, man, they gonna get blasted. But then I'm thinking, you know what? I can't say it absolutely, but I'm just, how they had it is like, you had all these unarmed Americans, and North Korea just came through. And you know, but it could happen though. I ain't saying it can't happen, but I think that a lot of Americans is ready for something like that to happen, you know. But about to go over here and sit by this frozen lake. But one thing I was thinking about, man, is like, it's not likely to happen like that. But what is likely to happen is like on a movie, The First Purge, when they had all them pre-positioned militants, you know what I mean? like with the first purge when it was like in the black community and stuff in the hood. There was there weren't, other than Skeletor, you ain't really have many people purging each other. So secret government agency or whatever made a call and activated the sleeper cells, the militants and stuff. And they went out and started started spreading that fire, you know what I mean? So then the purge began. So I think that would be more realistic, because you look at all these militants, not militants, but so-called, not the decent immigrants coming over here, just trying to make bread and stuff like that. But sitting here looking at this landscape, it's pretty dope. But I ain't talking about the regular people just coming to America make some bread and improve their situation. But I'm talking about the ones, they always keep talking about military-aged men. Military-aged men are coming over the border from China and all that. These people should not be allowed to come through the border unchecked like that. And then you have the government giving them, EBT, food, feeding them, and you know what I mean? And so my conclusion of this is like, yes, the invasion has already taken place, in my opinion. The invasion has already taken place. The enemies are already here, in my opinion. And then you look at scripture and say that he gonna fill Babylon with men as with caterpillars. I think that's in but yeah, so this place is already you got, in my opinion, man. And how we gonna know this, right? Until it start happening. But we already got cells here, in my opinion. So the whole thing of them parachuting out of nowhere, maybe it'd be some of that, but I can't see. I could see them just all of a sudden coming out of where they already at. You know what I mean? Whether it be warehouses or wherever, and then being activated and start putting in work. Blowing up this water filtration system, this businesses, that, like kind of how you've been having with these railroad derailments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Railroads being derailed, and there's a lot of those, man. A lot of food processing plants over the last 2023. There's been a lot of that, man. So in my opinion, those could be acts of militants. You know what I mean? My point is that too much of this stuff has been happening for it to be coincidence. So my point is, like, the movie was cool. I think it had a lot of cool points to it. I think they made a video game out of it. But in my opinion, the enemy is already in America. The enemies of America is already here. So it's like when they activate it, it'll probably just be like, and will you ever really know who the people are? Would it be UN troops? Would it be, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I think it was a cool movie though, but that's how I think the thing gonna take place. Just all of a sudden, who are these people? Just like it was in the Purge movie. Who are these people? Where did they come from? You know what I mean? Secret government agency already had the people squared away, sitting back somewhere. Again, I ain't gonna tell you this stuff. It's gonna happen. So when it happens, and people gonna be like, who's these people? The government ain't gonna tell you who these people is, man. Many would argue that it's the government. That I was talking to this military white dude. He was like, "Oh yeah, definitely, man, yeah." Talking about the government purposefully allowing these people in here to destabilize. I think he was in Vietnam. He said, "Let them in here." He said, "You don't trust the government, but he's letting these people in here to destabilize the country." so that more restrictions and all that can be applied. So it's a lot of people that don't even trust the government, man. The real question is, why would you at this point? So it was an interesting movie, man. I seen it before. I said, man, let me check this out again. Other than a weird gonzo looking, you know what I mean? Like that Muppet named Gonzo, man. It's a weird looking dude. Unhealthy, Ren and Stimpy looking dude, man. That they forced us to watch. Forced us to look at. The dude like Ren and Stimpy. But other than that, it was a great movie, man. I definitely suggest it. But yeah, man, just looking at that, it was an interesting situation, man. It was an interesting points of views. I don't see, but I don't put nothing past nothing. You never know. It could be like that in spots where foreign troops just parachute. But I don't think, I think it'll be more like strategic. I don't think it'll be like just the whole country just poof taking over. You know what I mean? America's too big to cover. You know what I mean? But if you got strategic spots, and if it had lit off, hey, you know what's crazy? They had in a movie, North Korea lit off an EMP. They lit off an EMP and there wasn't no communication. You know what I mean? It wasn't none of that. So that show you right there, man. What if they light off an EMP and then people can't even I think that was a really super cool movie, man, because it was a lot of angles you could look at and be like, oh, okay, if that happened, they probably gonna do this. If this happened, they probably gonna do that. Oh, yeah, cool, I got it. That was a cool movie, man. I think people need to see it. Because, think about it, man. They talking about all these Chinese military age men. I keep hearing that in the news here and there. It's like, and I'm thinking, why would the government allow these people, undocumented people? I ain't talking about no Mexican. I mean, technically, if you look at it, parts of Texas is Mexico, parts of Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico and California all used to be Mexico before America, before the white man came in, slaughtered them, and took their stuff. So in my opinion, the Hispanics got a right to this place before more right than the white man. Cause he the one that done, bombed everybody. I don't got nothing against Mexican. Look, man, it's like America has been come on, man. When it was the 13 colonies and all that, America just went, did their thing, blasted these people and took their land. Then that's funny. I seen this video with this Karen. She was like angry at this. She was at a gas station. That happened a couple years ago, I think. But I just not seeing it like in the last couple weeks. And she was angry at this white Karen chick was angry at this Native American chick. She thought she was Mexican. But she was like, why don't you go back to your country? You're taking up all of our resources or something like that. Go back to your country. And it's like, yo, this is a country, my nigga. Karen was pissed, man. You need to go back to your country. And then she assaulted the Native American chick. And the Native American chick slapped Karen. Oh my! And then Karen goes into, you already know, victim mode. Oh my God! Oh my God! But it was a white dude that was like, yeah, man, you assaulted her first. You offended her. I have it all on videotape too. You assaulted her first. And so yeah, that was funny. But yeah, so so I ain't talking about Native Americans and Mexican. These people, man, hey, they want to, anybody, hey, so when I say immigrants, I ain't talking about, I'm talking about specifically the people who immigrated to America as sales and putting in this work, who gonna be a problem. That's specifically how I'm talking to. And the reality is you don't know who is who. But you know, all this whole, the Mexicans need to go back home and all that. It's like, man, look, man, who is further away from their home, the white man or the Mexican? You know what I'm saying? I mean, who actually land is this? You know what I mean? It's like, so I don't know, man. This is my thought. It's a lot of tension going on, man. But this movie was good though, man. It was real cool. It was like all of a sudden, other than the simping, but I did like it because you seen the simping. You seen that some people's personality type is gonna be simping even then, and you got volatile people. So I try to study these savages. You gonna have volatile people who gonna be doing stupid volatile things, even though their life is on the line. And when the reality of difficulty occurs, that's who you know, how you know who is who. You know what I mean? Because when in the fire, the gold is purified, but the dross is melted and discarded. And one dude, he was with that group at first, but then this bastard ended up, what's his name? Rich or something. I forgot his name. White dude, he was like, he found a gun. He wanted to take over the group. And then Thor punked him and took his gun. And this bastard, he came back and he came back with the authorities and sold the whole group out, man. I'm telling. You gonna have snitches and Judases like that, man. And number two, you gonna have simps out there doing wayward, stupid stuff, causing a whole group problems. You can't trust none of these people, man. So anyways, I guess this is my movie review. And it was a really cool movie, man. And I think that everybody, into the SHTF kind of stuff should check that out. Ah, shoot. I got stabbed in my foot by this, I gotta wear my boots. I'm out here in the semi-woods. But yeah, man, that's my thought on it. It's a whole lot of, I'm loving how the sun is, starting to hit a nigga's, hit my side. Sun, man, it's vitamin D feel good. I noticed how my skin cleared up a little bit more since I had this vitamin D, this sun coming out here, man. But yeah, man, that's my opinion, man. I think it's gonna be like them sleeper cells that was in the Purge movie. And when they get activated, you never know, man, with all these mass shootings that be going on in America, maybe they're already activated. Or maybe we just used to the turmoil and used to the mass deletions, you know what I mean? It's just the way of America, Interesting times, man. Anyways, brothers, I wish you the best. Peace. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to donate to the channel, go ahead and do so. Peace to you.